Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome back to Asma Fairy Tale.
If you want a video of your name, please leave your name in the comments. Thank you. Asma Fairy Tale.
Hello friends. Today, in this captivating story.
Far away, amidst the lofty mountains, lay a kingdom known for its hard-working and well-mannered people. Here, everyone respected each other. This kingdom was ruled by King Mohid, who governed his country with utmost wisdom and justice.
Under our just rule, peace and prosperity will prevail throughout the land.
However, he was still unmarried. The most beautiful women in the kingdom aspired to marry him, but among them all, Hina stood out. Her charm and personality were unique. However, it was difficult to tell whether she truly loved King Mohid or simply dreamed of becoming the queen. Then, one sunny morning, King Mohid went on a tour of a nearby village.
Good morning, my people.
Long live the king!
May your day be bountiful.
There, his eyes fell upon a charming and beautiful girl named Fatima, who belonged to a poor family. Her simplicity and personality deeply impressed the king, and this meeting soon blossomed into love.
You will be my life and my life partner. That magnificent palace awaits us, my love. A new beginning for our kingdom, together.
Oh, Moise, it's even more beautiful than I imagined.
I never imagined this could be our reality.
It is, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Soon, they married simply.
With this, we are one.
Yes, forever.
With the passage of time, they were blessed with a daughter, then a second, and finally, the youngest daughter was born.
Look, my daughters. They are our greatest blessings. So happy together.
The people of the kingdom welcomed this joy wholeheartedly, as a good ruler was more important to them than a son or daughter.
Welcome, my people. Our kingdom is blessed with this new joy.
Long live our good rulers.
When Hina learned of this, she was furious that the king had chosen someone else over her. A fire of revenge ignited in her heart. She went to meet the sea dragon.
I found it.
He possessed a magical shell called the Eternal Spiral of Time. He gave his shell to Hina. Now, thanks to the power of this shell, Hina gained superiority over the kings of Earth and Earth. Meanwhile, King Moise's 3 daughters grew into adults, and he lived a peaceful life with his royal family.
Oh, tell us about it, Father. We'd love to hear it. It speaks of a time of great prosperity.
He was not aware of any danger, as the kingdom was peaceful and the people loved their king. But one day, while they were strolling along the seashore a short distance from the palace, the atmosphere suddenly changed. The sea grew restless, the waves began to rise, and a strong wind began to blow.
Don't survive
they looked
this,
up in
gods!
surprise to see a huge blue dragon swooping down from the sky toward them. King Mohid immediately stood as a shield for his wife, Fatima, and daughters. But the strong wind pushed him back, and the dragon grabbed Fatima and her daughters in its claws. The king, undeterred, attacked the dragon with the knife in his hand. He freed his daughters from its clutches. But the dragon's poisonous talons splashed into the eyes of his eldest daughter.
No, please,
Meanwhile,
don't take me.
the dragon,
Help me,
clutching
someone.
Fatima in its sharp claws, soared into the sky, carrying her to its destination.
Keep the
King
pace.
Louis
The
continued
Queen
his
is
search
near.
for his queen for
Yes, Your
several
Majesty.
months. He went
For
to
the Queen.
every possible place with his knights.
I
But
have searched
each time
everywhere,
he returned
but he is lost to the
unsuccessful.
dragon's island.
The dragon had taken him
I
to the
must
island
return
of
to
the
mourn
Blue
the
Rocks,
morning.
a place no ordinary human could reach. Upon returning, King Mohid Tawil mourned the loss of the morning for a long time. But the responsibility and love for his daughters kept him from breaking down. But the effects of that day had not yet worn off.
The dragon's poisonous saliva had completely altered the vision of the eldest daughter, Alishba. Now she saw only evil and ugliness everywhere, and everyone seemed full of jealousy and greed.
While the middle daughter, Mercy, would find fault with everything.
I can't wear this. It's absolutely wrong. Absolutely not.
In contrast, the youngest daughter, Nimra, was extremely soft-hearted and hardworking. She helped with household chores and sometimes went to the forest to pick berries. She also loved to read books and would often go to her father's large library and immerse herself in old books.
The lost city. So much to explore here. I never knew this existed.
Time passed, and Nimra grew wiser and stronger. While her older sisters remained lost in their own worlds, comfort, desires, and meaningless conversations. One winter day, as Nimra was returning from the forest carrying a bundle of wood, she saw an old beggar woman. Cold and merciless snow was falling from the sky, and the woman was shivering, wrapped in old clothes. Seeing the girl, the old woman, with tears in her eyes, asked for a piece of bread. Nimra felt pity for her and gave her all the breakfast she hadn't eaten in the forest. The old woman looked at her gratefully and said, "She's actually a real intern."
Oh, Grandma. I wish I knew magic too.
Saying this, she was lost in thought for a moment. She closed her eyes and thought that if she knew magic, she could make things much easier for her father. She could bring her mother back from the dragon's clutches and even neutralize the dragon's poisonous saliva on her sisters. The old woman lovingly stroked her cheek and smiled.
The greatest magic lies within you, your kind heart. But I will teach you a spell that will bring you happiness.
Saying this, she tied a handkerchief around her right shoulder and softly whispered,
Sturi, shuri, pari buri buri.
The old woman,
and then slowly disappeared into the falling snow. Nimra was astonished by all this. She took a deep breath and tried to convince herself that perhaps all this wasn't real. After all, she had always read that such a thing as magic doesn't exist. The next day, King Mohid set off on a pilgrimage. Before leaving, he told his daughters,
"Live well, take care of the palace and garden, and tell me what each of you wants. What is your greatest wish?"
Alishba, the eldest daughter, said,
Baba, please bring me a beautiful golden embroidered dress that I can wear it at the court of the neighboring kingdom.
Your wish is my command.
Mercy, the middle daughter, expressed her wish.
Baba, I want such expensive shoes that will attract everyone's attention wherever I go.
While the youngest, Nimra, smiled and wished only for a small kitten.
Go.
Baba, I just want a small kitten so that I can take care of it and play with it.
6 months later, when it was time for King Mohid to return, he bought expensive clothes for Alishba and beautiful shoes for Mercy.
Yes, those are them. The hill pink and yellow shoes for Marwa. I will take the boots and the finest dress you have for her.
But Nimra's wish proved very difficult to fulfill. But on his way back, he suddenly noticed a small kitten sitting alone, meowing, with no one to look after it.
You must be hungry, little kitten.
King Mohid kept it with him and fed it milk through a bottle.
The
very next day, he sent news of his return to his daughters through a special bird, the tuck. It was an extremely fast bird, used to deliver messages. Upon receiving the news, the three daughters eagerly awaited King Mohid. As soon as King Mohid arrived, he presented his three daughters with their gifts. Alishba received a beautiful golden embroidered dress, as per her wish, and Mercy was given beautiful shoes.
Nimra first took her kitten into her arms, lovingly fed it, and put it to sleep comfortably in her room.
All done. Sleep now.
In the evening, Nimra, as usual, began cleaning her sister's rooms. The kitten remained by her side, as if unwilling to be separated. The sisters began to mock and laugh at Nimra. Nimra sighed quietly and said softly,
What's wrong? I wish I had stayed in the forest that day.
Then, suddenly, she remembered something, and with a slight smile, said,
Story, shori pari bori.
As soon as she uttered these words, the tiny kitten began to spin rapidly, and in a few moments, transformed into a magnificent white Pegasus. Alishba and Mercy were stunned by this sight, but the next moment, jealousy flashed in their eyes. They immediately pounced on Pegasus, as if to seize him for themselves.
Sisters, Hudaran, don't trouble him. Leave him. He's innocent. Why are you doing this?
Pegasus neighed anxiously. It leaped and suddenly soared into the air. Passing over the house, it flew into the sky. Nimra extended his hand, but tears welled up in his eyes. Pegasus watched all this from the window. Silent and sad times passed. A few days passed, and marriage proposals from two princes of a neighboring kingdom arrived for Alishba and Mercy. King Mohid summoned his two eldest daughters and said,
My children, you have now come of age, and these proposals have been brought for you. It is my heartfelt wish that you both get married.
They both happily agreed, and their wedding was celebrated with great pomp and grandeur.
Welcome, guests, to this joyous union. We are honored by your presence today. A perfect day.
After the wedding, both princes gave their wives a kitten each as a gift.
They match our love. Happy anniversary.
Alishba and Mercy thought that these kittens would also turn into flying horses, Pegasus, just like Dershawar's magical kitten. Driven by greed, they fed the kittens plenty of milk, but nothing happened. When they saw no magic, they became furious and threw the innocent kittens out of the palace. Seeing those kittens out in the freezing cold, Nimra was moved by compassion. She picked them up and took them in, caring for them with love. A few days later, a knock echoed at the palace gates.
Nimra ran to open the door and found an old woman standing there. Everyone stepped outside.
We'll be leaving now.
Looking at Nimra, the woman said,
My child, your heart is pure, and that is why you are blessed.
But as for these two sisters, their hearts were filled only with greed. You have no right to say that.
Nimra asked desperately.
Grandmother, please, can I save my mother?
The old woman smiled and said,
Yes,
You can. Recite the same spell that I taught you.
Nimra closed her eyes and whispered.
Story shori, pari bori.
As soon as she recited the spell, the two cats suddenly transformed into two beautiful Pegasi, flying horses. Everyone's eyes were wide with amazement. Just then, the old woman pointed toward the sky, and Nimra's old white Pegasus returned, descending through the clouds. Now they had 3 magical horses, all ready to bring Queen Fatima back. All the sisters mounted their winged horses, along with the knights, protectors, while King Mohid and Queen Nimra were seated upon a Pegasus. A Sia, in the form of a white pigeon, flew at the very front, leading the way. After completing a long journey, they finally arrived at the dragon's castle. A fierce battle broke out as soon as they reached the fortress. Just as King Mohid was about to deliver the final blow to the wounded dragon, Nimra saw tears in its eyes and stopped everyone.
Don't kill him! Please! Don't kill him! Stop, I beg you!
The princess's act of mercy broke the spell, and the terrifying dragon instantly transformed into a handsome prince. The prince revealed that
I am Alexander, the lost heir to the throne of Tetlania.
It can't be!
But the prophecy...
The prince stepped forward and kissed the hand of the king.
You saved my life. Now you will always be the queen of my heart.
And you, my prince, are always welcome.
Then he knelt before King Mohid and asked for the hand of the king. The king happily agreed, but asked,
But prince, where is our queen?
The prince led them to the highest hill of his castle, where Severa was imprisoned.
To the highest tower.
Meeting their mother after so many years, everyone's eyes filled with tears of joy.
Mother, we missed you so much. I know, my darlings. I missed you too.
On the other hand, the cunning witch Hina met her end by drowning in the raging waves of the sea. At the conclusion of the story, the prince married Nimra, and happiness returned to the entire kingdom. The couple married the prince, and everyone moved on with their lives.